kick right in front of the goal, and it's in.
Second, cuts to his corner, takes the shot, he scores!
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Confluence Financial Stadium located in Peters Township. Tonight we have a Section 2 4A matchup between Norwin and Peters Township. Here is the starting lineup for tonight's contest for Norwin. In goal this evening, number 0, Anthony Scalise. At midfield, a senior, number 4, Caden Luther. At defense, a sophomore, number 6, Daniel Maddock. At midfield, a junior, number 7, Luke Halbert. At midfield, a senior, number 8, Andrew Wade. At midfield, a senior, number 10, Jackson Sirianni. At defender, a junior, number 17, Owen Christopher. At defender, a sophomore, number 19, George Bunovich. At forward this evening for Norwin, a junior, number 24, Alex Brown. At midfield, a senior, number 26, Aiden Ash. And finally for Norwin, a midfielder, sophomore, number 40, Dylan Lloyd. Norwin comes in with an overall record of 9-4. They are coached by head coach Scott Shuckert, assisted by Joe Zillard and Caitlin Shuckert. And now, ladies and gentlemen, here's the starting lineup for tonight's Peters Township Indians. Peters Township comes in with an overall record of 10-1. In goal this evening for the Indians, a sophomore, number 0, Marcus Biziak. At defender, a senior, number 34, Nevin Berry. At striker, a junior, number 27, Blake Gablehart. At defender, a senior, number 23, Connor Hoy. At midfield this evening, a senior, number 25, Mason Lewis. At striker for the Indians, a senior, number 9, Nick McGee. At defender, a senior, number 8, Roman Mulaney. At midfield, a senior, number 3, Matthew Milliken. At midfield, a senior, number 5, Stephen Suchko. At defender, a senior, number 36, Aiden Weiss. And finally for the Indians at midfield, a sophomore, number 18, Parker Weiss. Peters Township Indians are coached by head coach Bob Dyer, assisted by Lucas Heasley, Lewis Osborne, Ryan Kelly, Joe Jelinski, and Ryan Hillett.
Okay, welcome to Confluence Financial Partners Stadium. This is Matt Hoy. I'm here with Shannon Berry for tonight's matchup between the Peters Township Indians varsity boys soccer team and the Norwin Knights.
Good evening, Matt, and welcome back. I hope you brought some lobsters from Maine and some lassos from Texas we could whip and claw our way through this game the night to victory.
I like the sentiment. I didn't bring you any goodies. I'll have to remember that on my next tour. But you definitely held down the fort here. I think Peters is a solid, unbeaten schedule during my absence. So great job to you and the team.
The boys had some good mojo going in your absence, but tonight's match is going to be a very strong test of this team. We expect a pretty competitive matchup here, to say the very least. The first game versus Norwin was tight. They're a great club, move the ball well. it'll be a strong test of Peters' discipline and action.
I think you're right. I'm going to get you started with the starting lineups for the Norwin Knights. In goal, we have number 0, Anthony Scalise. Midfielder, number 4, Caden Luther. At defensive midfielder, number 6, Daniel Maddock. Number 7, Luke Helberg at midfield. He's a junior. Andrew Wade is a senior at midfield, number 8. Number 10, Jackson Sirianni, a senior midfielder. And there's the kick.
Since we played this team last, Peters has been working with a new sort of positioning, moving a couple of players around a bit to try to, take advantage of every asset that they have on the field.
Yeah, and there was a nice play by Barry right there in his new position of the center marking back and kind of sending it up to the offense. And now Peters tries to control in the Norwin end.
That ball stayed in. What are they calling there?
That's going to be...
Wow.
Oh, that was called a corner? Okay.
It almost looked like it was out before it hit the corner. Peters with a corner coming from your top right. It's a move out of the box. Oh, it finds a head. Another. Oh, a missed opportunity. That was so close.
That was a nice job, I think, by Lewis. Getting up in the air and heading the ball down in the direction of the net, right? So often we see the headers around the net are kind of going in the air, but that was a good job.
Yeah, he got his head on it. It was just a little bit to the left of the upright, and he caught the goaltender Scalise leaning a little bit, maybe off the right side of his brain. That would have been a goal. But great effort by Peters to convert on the corner kick. It's a good rundown by one of the captains, Connor Hoy.
Yeah, decided to waste it out of bounds there. This will be a throw for Norwin. Fairly deep in the Peters zone.
A lot of red out there containing this advance.
Throw by Bunovich. He's a sophomore defender who we didn't get to name in the starting lineup. Your other starters for Norwin are Owen Christopher, number 17, who's a junior. Alex Brown, another junior, number 24. Eden Ash, a senior, number 26, who's in midfield. And number 40, Dylan Moyer, a sophomore midfielder.
Barry's goal kick out of deep in Peters' territory is unfortunately brought down with a penalty kick. One of the boys coming over the back of a Norwin midfielder. I'd tell you what, if that free kick was taken by Parker Weiss, it would have been in the goal. So
that was a tough call right there. I actually liked the way McGee came over and used his body, but apparently the ref thought he got a little too much of the opponent. So we now have a Norwin free kick from 25 yards out from the end line.
Yeah, I'm surprised that call went that way.
This is Owen Christopher taking the kick for Norwin.
Biziak fields it. No pain.
Marcus Biziak is your starting goalkeeper for Peters. In front of him, you have Connor Hoy, Nevin Barry, Steven Suchko, and Roman Mullaney as the defenders. Our spotter, Steve Evans, got me straightened out on Roman's last name, and I did confirm it with his father. It is Mullaney.
Mullaney. I've been calling him Milani for about the past 15 years. I'll have to apologize.
I have as well.
Well, we love them anyhow. Ooh, nice chip. Will Gablehart get there? It's close. Oh. Scalise
nice
fields away.
Gablehart.
Yeah, that was great. Good heads-up play by the Norwin keep.
Midfielders for Peters include Aiden Weiss, his brother Parker Weiss, a senior and a sophomore respectively, Mason Lewis,
Milliken not giving up on that play. Retains possession through some hard work.
Yeah, Milliken's the other midfielder, and that's Matt Milliken.
Tell you what, Peters has put in some fancy footwork on the ball tonight, trying to get it up top to McGee and Gablehart. Oh, they're flying.
Yeah, McGee and Gablehart are your offensive starters for Peters. A senior and a junior, respectively.
Big boot up top. McGee finds feet, looking for his drop. Plays stopped by a Norwin defense. Looks like that's Suchko taking the throw.
Yep.
Finds McGee. Having a hard time getting around some of the Norwin guys. Suchko gets possession. He's looking up top for Gablehart. Finds Scalise instead.
Yeah, you commented at the top of the game about how competitive this is likely to be, Shannon. I think at this point in time, Peters comes in with a 10-1 overall record, and Norwin's record doesn't really reflect how well they've been playing as of late. They have 4 losses, but they were essentially the first 4 games of the season ended in loss for them. So they've had quite a run, defeating some of the perennial South Hills powerhouses like Upper St. Clair, Mount Lebanon, and Cannon McMillan.
Yeah, this is definitely a club not to be underestimated. If I'm not mistaken, I think they've done nothing but win since playing Peters last at Norwin.
I think you're right. I think they probably at this point have 6 or 7 consecutive wins under their belt. I believe that they would be 6-4 in section, and or 6-3 in section, maybe 7-4 overall.
And you know that they would like nothing better than to put another notch on their belt for Peters.
McGee wastes one off of a Norwin player, and this will be another throw for Steven Suchko.
Suchko looking for Weiss, finds his head, played forward. Saw at least one handball in there. Peters maintains possession. Suchko is going to come. From the backfield, finds McGee. Nice run to the corner. Centering kick, finds Milliken.
It was a nice ball from McGee right to Milliken's head. Didn't get a lot on it. Difficult to make that header toward the net. Maybe could have dropped it to a foot or something. Yeah. But at any rate, it is a shot on goal, and now Norwin sends it back out toward the midfield.
The head of Weiss. And another Weiss. The ball gets behind Barry a little bit.
Okay. That call went against Norwin. Mulaney's going to get a free kick here. $8 p.m. here in Peters Township.
Gets through. Trying to find McGee. Ball still in play.
Nice hustle by McGee. First to make a play on the ball, then to get himself collected, get back to the ball that was rolling free, and ultimately cause a corner kick.
Yeah, I think we were all shocked that the ball made it through the Norwin defense to find the foot of Nick McGee. Ball's coming out from the bottom right, up for back post. Finds a Norwin head. Fielded by Milliken, who chips it back in. Oh. Mulaney.
Mulaney, yeah. So anyone who may be watching this game in parts of the Middle East or Antarctica, and if you don't know, we've got Peters moving left to right on your screen right now in all red, color rush uniforms tonight, and Norwin moving right to left. They're the visitors in the all white uniforms.
Tell you what, Scalise just bombed one of the longest punts I think I've seen from a goalie this season.
Yeah, that was out there. And since my wife reminds me to mention the time from time to time on this broadcast, we now have just under 30 minutes left to play in the first half. These are 40-minute halves at the high school level in Pennsylvania, so still a lot of time remaining. No score in this varsity matchup.
Norwin corner kick, defended away. Peters cleans it up. Finds Gablehart for a second. Retains possession. It's going to be a Peters throw.
Yeah, I'm not sure Gablehart knew that guy was right on him at that point, but nevertheless, Mulaney with a throw here.
Oh, nice ball. Who's that? Was that Parker?
It was, I believe, Matt Milliken making the pass that you saw. And here's McGee with another centering ball. Mulaney making a run.
Yeah, I like it when Mulaney comes up from the backfield to participate in the strike.
Yeah, I can't help but wonder if part of the new alignment, Shannon, is to get Steven Suchko on this side doing some of the same things that Mulaney's been doing all season long on the left side of the defense, kind of serving those balls up in the center, and also making use of Nevin's speed and size on the marking center back position.
It makes some sense. It seems that I would say Peters has controlled this game to the majority so far. So perhaps the new strategy's working. Oh, here we go.
Shot. That was a Gablehart special. That was a laser on the ground, but just found its way to the keeper.
Leslie, there are 28 minutes left in the first half.
Thank you, Shannon. Keeping me in good stead with my wife. Another big boot by Scalise.
Ooh, they get locked up a little bit in the air. Hoy boots that one to a neighboring community. It's going to be a Norwin throw.
Giving the ball boys a little bit of a workout here tonight.
Ooh, play way back. Gablehart was almost on top of that ball. It's fielded back to the goalie and took a little bit of a beat.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Norwin yet appreciates just how fast.
Oh, there it is. That's the mistake. Oh, they can't convert.
Okay.
The same play happened twice in a row.
That was one we needed there because now I think they're going to be smart to the fact that Blake is a lot quicker than the average forward.
Looks like we have an equipment issue at the Norwin goal.
Not a wardrobe malfunction, but an equipment issue, right?
Yes, I think Gablehart's kick blasted through the side of the goal. Oh, jeez.
Okay, good hustle by Roman.
Barry.
Questionable call, but okay. That's going to go against Peters. It'll be a free kick for Norwin. See where the ref marks it here.
Yeah, I think Barry's arm sort of left his trunk Looked pretty much like a push from up here on the press box.
We're 37 yards out from goal.
Ooh, nice kick. They convert the free kick to a corner coming out of the bottom left of your screen.
Okay. Nice job by Lewis to shield the player, but I think the ball went off of him out over the end line. So we've got a corner kick for Norwin.
Norwin plays the drop. They collect.
Here's Lewis again with another shield. Biziak comes up with the ball. Little contact with one of the strikers from Norwin, but no harm, no foul.
Good communication between, I believe that was Lewis, or was that Hoy?
I think it was Lewis and Biziak.
Yeah, it was good communication there. Oh, that was the throw. Okay. Throw coming out now from Suchko. Right across. Oh, almost finds Gablehart. Scalise way out of the pocket. Ball connects with Milliken and then out of bounds for another Peters throw.
Yeah, throw coming in from Mulaney here.
Another Peters corner.
See if Peters can convert on one of these.
This a Milliken corner?
Looks like it might be.
So Peters is stacked up almost inside the net, trying to find back post. I don't know how Scalise saved that one.
Wow.
Holy smokes, did he get lucky?
Another ball off of Lewis's head?
I believe so. And it went right into the hands of the keeper.
I like Scalise's legs, but I'm questioning some of his judgment, right, in terms of coming out of the net and kind of waiting on the ball to come to him as opposed to playing the ball. So I'm hoping maybe Peters can take advantage of that tonight.
I think Peters has been playing a game of attrition. It's almost like they grind down their opponent in the first half and wear them out to strike quick second half. Oh, jeez. Oh, physicality coming out of the Peters backfield.
Hoy gave the kid a shoulder, but he made his body limp. You could kind of tell, and he took the shot and he got the call.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, I think he knew it was coming. Hoy wanted to make sure he knew he was there.
So this is unfortunately the result of all that is a free kick very deep in the Peters zone, 20 yards out to the right-hand side of the net.
Norwin sets. It's a light little chip.
Oh, nice play by Parker Weiss. Very nice play.
Headed away. A Weiss, then Barry. As it ping-pongs around a little bit. Norwin collects. Tries the center. Suchko tries to clear. Headed again by Hoy. It's run down by Milliken.
Pace of play by Norwin is pretty quick compared to some of the other teams Peters has played this year. Here comes Gablehart.
Oh, nice ball looking for McGee.
One touch by McGee might do it here.
Oh.
Okay, that's going to go against McGee, and Norwin's going to have a kick coming out of their own end. Yeah, Peters has committed a number of fouls here tonight. I do want to reflect on that play by Parker Weiss down at this end, leaving his feet inside the box to head that ball out on the free kick.
Yeah, he did a good job defending against that free kick.
There's Barry, settles it. Lewis applying pressure.
Yeah, that's all you got to do. Just keep them out there. Okay. Another Peters throw with under 21 minutes in the first half. The score is tied 0-0. Gablehart collects. He's looking for some help. A little disorganized on that strike. Aiden Weiss.
Nice play by Barry to head that out.
Oh, geez.
Okay.
Great drop pass by Norwin.
Yep. The shot was high. Would have been good for 3 points in a football game or a point after, but not tonight. So Peters bringing on subs now. It looks like we have the normal offensive rotation happening. So we've got Sandrowski, Sawich, and Bysham coming on for McGee, Gablehart, and Milliken.
I noticed that Norwin has one of those 360 cameras here, and they did at their home field as well. I wonder how much of the tape of the last game they watched, because that kick sort of reminds me of a Peters offensive strike.
There you go. You understand it was a very close game last time. I didn't make that game, Shannon, but a 3-2 win for Peters in a hotly contested match.
Ooh. Oh, jeez. Oh, no.
Okay, Hoy has been carded, it appears, for Peters. I don't think that foul happened in the box, so I don't think it's going to be a penalty kick, but it is going to be a deep kick, free kick for Norwin. And Hoy's, of course, going to have to come off for a few minutes. I did not see who was subbed on for him.
I did not see either. There was definitely contact there, but I think a card. I don't know if I saw contact to warrant that. Oh, jeez.
Okay. That turns into a goal for Norwin off a free kick and a header redirect. 1-0 Norwin with exactly 19 minutes left in the first half. May as well have been a penalty kick in the end, right? So nicely executed by Norwin.
Well, that's how those things go.
Who scored that? Do you know for Norwin? Who was that? Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Steve. Steve, our spotter, with some help from the Norwin fans, has confirmed that was Aiden Ash on the goal by Norwin.
Goal scored by Aiden Ash.
You know, and an interesting strategy by the Norwin coaches, I'm noticing they waited for Peters to sub, to kind of get a different feel on the field before they did. And, of course, they capitalized right after the substitution.
And I think Milliken was the sub because it looks like he was pressed back into service here with Hoy going off at the card.
Yeah.
So the visitors are up 1-0. A lot of physical play by Peters to this point, and that card against Hoy resulted in a net by Norwin Knights. And we've got 18 minutes to play as Peters tries to gain some control through the midfield here.
Some good control. Tough luck. Weiss finds it. Looking up top. It's booted away, but Peters maintains possession. Milani with a throw. Then the drop back to him. Finds Sandrowski, I believe. Suchko. Looking for, that's Sandrowski. Looking to convert. I'm sorry.
That was Sandrowski on that one, I believe.
Sorry, folks.
No, that's okay. I think you had it right all along. So Norwin coming out of their end. Oh, nice play by Peters, but that's going to be a Norwin throw for certain. So Weiss is back in Aiden Weiss, that is back in his familiar position of sweeper now, with Hoy off the field.
Oh,
Unlucky play.
Norwin gets
control.
possession. Barry back to defend. Shallow header. Kicked away by a Milliken.
Number 16 is coming on for Norwin. That is Rick Zapponi. He's a freshman. Excuse me, he's a forward who is a junior. And he brings off Caden Luther, who's going to take a little bit of a break.
Peters lets that ball float through the line. Try to dial down the tempo a little bit here, I think.
Well, Peters loses this one, Shannon. It won't be for lack of pasta eating, because last night at the pasta party that I hosted at my abode, there was a lot of pasta consumed, and meatballs for that matter.
Well, these guys should have all the carbs ready to go to outrun Norwin tonight. So we won't let this early goal by Norwin get us down up here in the press box. Good step by Barry. Doesn't work the way he wants it to, but the ball is trapped up by Biziak.
Yeah, nice job by Biziak coming out and owning the box here. I think the more he can do that, the better for Peters. High bounce off the turf.
Peters is looking for that jailbreak up top. Ooh, boy. Oh, I think the crowd wants some type of penalty call back there with a little habeas grabus happening.
There certainly was a little of that. I think the ref may be starting to let them play a little bit more after a bunch of calls early.
Yeah, you know, a lot of these WPIAL games, we've noticed that the coaches are, the referees are a major component. Ball comes crossfield to find Suchko. Ooh. A rare Steven Suchko loss of possession, but he gets it back. Zandrowski, no. That was Sawich working hard.
Uh-oh.
Milani's there. Oh, jeez, but gets past him. That's another
trouble in front there. Mulaney tried to play that ball, but it went off the wrong direction. Ended up right in front for a Norwin goal.
Okay. Well, Peters has some wood to chop here. The score, Norwin 2, Peters Township 0 with 13:28 in the first half.
Norwin's second goal scored by Daniel Maddock.
Norwin's goal, scored by number 6, Daniel Maddock, makes it 2-0 Norwin. And this is an important game for both teams, Shannon. At this point in time, Peters has pretty safe control of the section championship. They're 2 games up on Norwin, but there's enough games to go that if Norwin were to get a win tonight and Peters were to trip up against someone like Upper St. Clair or Mount Lebanon, Norwin's right in the thick of a section championship opportunity, even if it's a share of the title.
Yeah, and this is an opportunity for Peters to, begin the process of clinching the section. I believe if they win tonight and then beat Hempfield, that's all it takes.
I think so, yeah. Even a draw tonight would be a good outcome for Peters in terms of the standings, but obviously right now they look like they have some work to do even to get back to that.
It'll make for an exciting night. Speaking of exciting nights, the Baldwin game last week was a surprisingly close match for the Indians.
Your alma mater, right? In your stomping grounds, right? That was at Baldwin.
Indeed. And I will say, I learned everything I know about class and professionalism from the good folks over at Baldwin High. Holy smokes, is it a little gritty.
Well, it was 1-1 until late in the game, right? And then Peters found a way to get a couple goals and make it a 3-1 final.
That it was. But the previous matchup, I believe we took 11 goals to the Baldwin Whitehall net.
Yeah, it was a lopsided first game between Baldwin and Peters here at Peters.
Well, they had payback on their mind, as does this Norwin squad. They are being persnickety tonight.
Here's Jevin Kelly getting his first action, and he's going to play it to Gablehard, who takes a shot. I think that may have been Alex Parise who had a run-in with the goalkeeper there. I don't think there was anything malicious, but he did fall over top of the goalkeeper.
Alex Parise, the sophomore enigma, who scored the game-winning golden goal against Upper St. Clair week 3, I believe, of the season.
Here we go. Oh, I thought we might have something going. There we go.
Good service. Hoy's there. Is that Hoy back there?
Yeah, it looks like Hoy's back in the
in.
game now. Heads it out towards center. Some bumping going on, and apparently a call against Norwin will result in a free kick for Peters. That Mulaney is going to take. It's going to take some getting used to on the new name pronunciation.
Considering how bad my eyes are, just taking educated guesses of which kids I'm calling. Okay. Fielded away. There's an opportunity there for Norwin. Hoy was there to clean it up and kick it OB.
Yeah, I think Hoy and the other defenders are just kind of figuring out that Norwin is very fast up top, right? Sort of the way Norwin was learning about Blake Gablehard's speed tonight.
Yeah, agree with that 100%. So far, the new positioning is not working the way that I think the coaches were hoping that it would. But the past couple of matches, it's really been all about the second half with this Peters Township team.
Yeah, let's see how this shakes out. I think we're going to see some inspired play by some of the boys. I know there's some college scouts here tonight, which is kind of exciting for guys who are seniors and thinking about where they want to play next year. Okay, throw for Peters from deep in their zone, and I'm not sure that ever came in bounds, so unless that was the
turnover
call of a bad throw or didn't come in bounds, but either way, that's going to be a Norwin throw from near where Peters took the throw.
Norwin starts to warm up the bench a little bit. Huh.
Seldom you see a bad throw in one of these varsity games. But that's what that was, and now Peters struggles to clear it out of their zone.
Another Norwin throw in.
Okay. They're going to call someone for, I guess, backing into Hoy and kind of cutting him out as he was in the air. A lot of these calls were pretty touchy tonight.
Yeah, it was either that or a high stick. I can't tell.
Were you getting ready for preseason hockey, or?
Well, I'm not exactly sure what that call was all about. But we'll take it.
And this is Mulaney bringing it out with 7 minutes, 15 seconds to go in the first half. Norwin 2, Peters nothing. McGee settles. Offside.
Offside call. That's a good job by Hoy stepping up. Let that guy just run right past him.
Yeah, you rely on the ref to make the right call there, but in that case he did. It was a pretty easy call. And so here we've got Mulaney with a kick out for Peters. Kelly tries to control, cannot. I think this is going to be a Norwin throw. And Norwin is bringing on a sub. That's Austin Vistus, number 34, who is a senior forward. And coming off is Alex Brown, a junior forward, number 24.
Norwin turnover. It's collected by Peters. Got numbers on the strike. Little trouble maintaining. McGee trying to come through. He's running out of room. Tries to bring it across. Gets booted away by Norwin. A Peters throw. Bottom left of your screen.
One thing about McGee is he's a solid body down there that's difficult to move off the ball. Here comes a throw by Suchko. That's another name I've had to adjust. I've been calling him Suchko for about 15 years, so I understand his name is Suchko. Cleaning up a couple of names starting tonight.
I never take offense to it, but then again, you're talking to a guy named Shannon, so it kind of goes with the turf.
Parker Weiss.
That ball's going to find Connor Hoy, who collects. Oh, nice ball.
Service to Milani, who serves into the box and finds McGee, but easy collection for Scalise. And Norwin, not surprisingly, is kind of slowing it down here now that they've got a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, I think Peters really wants to chip away at their lead here before the end of this half. There's about 4 minutes and 25 seconds left. Barry with the head. Service up top, looking for the jailbreak. Collect, drop, coming across, looking for McGee. Scalise comes out.
Scalise played that ball well. He had a bunch of Peters players around him, and if he had left the rebound, that probably would have been a goal.
A shallow punt by Scalise, mishit. Suchko's working hard, trying to.
Okay, center judge is going to give it to Peters.
Yeah.
We've got one gloved player on the field tonight, and it happens to be one of your goal scorers, Daniel Maddox. So I don't know if that, is a sign.
Yeah, I'm not sure there, Matt.
If all of the Norwin players come out with gloves on in the second half, I guess we'll know whether that's a good luck charm. Okay, McGee forces another corner. A couple times he's done that tonight.
It's a Peters corner.
Your son, Barry, is back near midfield, and Suchko's going to hang back with Barry and the goalkeeper. But everybody else is up into the box now for this service by Mulaney. And even Suchko is going to go opposite side here in case there's something to clean up.
Oh,
Okay, Scalise collects.
finds another head for a second opportunity across the goal.
Yeah, the number of headers that Lewis has had off of corners tonight has been at least 3.
Yeah. If this was a call-in show, there would be some interesting commentary with our viewers regarding the card that Hoy drew earlier. I don't think anybody on the Peters stands saw anything offensive. So if it put your mind at ease a little bit, Matt, I think that first goal that kind of loosened up the Norwin advance perhaps was not the best call made. Oh.
Yeah, perhaps not. And so here we've got Norwin essentially just dribbling it over the end line. It lost control of it, and it's going to be a Peters kick. But, yeah, there's been a few questionable calls. But at the same time, Norwin has definitely made good on what the refs have given them. And here we are with a 2-0 lead for Norwin and a minute and a half remaining in the first half.
Biziak Fields, well defended by Hoy. As the clock ticks down to a minute and 24 seconds left in the first half. Biziak's going to give us a little bit of time for everybody to reset. Possession juggles back and forth a bit. Comes out. The Peters throw around midfield.
1 minute remaining.
Okay. There's a very soft foul kind of coming over the back of Parker Weiss.
Look like it, yeah.
Yeah.
So now I think you have, I can't tell if this is Weiss, actually. I think it is. Weiss is going to take this free kick. He's been deadly with these.
This is his specialty. Nice ball. A little
Right
wide.
of the net that time.
Yeah.
20 seconds remaining in the first half. And it looks like we're going to go to half with the score Norwin 2, Peters nothing.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
2, and 1.
Okay, this is the halftime score. I'm sure that Bobby and company will have some choice words for our boys. And we'll bring it back for the second half in just a short bit. Okay, here we go to open the second half. And Norwin clears back out to midfield.
During the half, we were saying that we're going to see what Peters is made of. This is going to be a strong test of their ability to come back and the stuff that they have.
Yeah, Norwin's got a lot of speed, especially a few of the key players here.
Great save by Biziak.
That was a nice play by Marcus. So, to catch you folks up, if you didn't see the first half, it is 2-0 Norwin off of some set-piece shots. Actually, the first was a set-piece. The second was a regular regulation play. But we've got Peters moving right to left, red uniforms, white numbers.
Oh, jeez. Scalise comes and punches the strike right out of the box.
And we've got Norwin in the white unis, blue numbers, moving left to right on your screen now. Peters is the home team. Comes into this game with only 1 loss, Norwin with 4, but Norwin on quite a streak. And Peters trying to find a way to score in the second half to make this interesting.
Great ball by Weiss. Finds Gablehart, barely stays in, still working, coming across. Scooped up by Scalise.
Gablehart had an opportunity there, decided to center. And Anthony Scalise has been playing great in goal tonight. I think we can all acknowledge that. And
He's a
here
wall.
He's got another big punt out to midfield.
Oh.
Lewis has got that going the wrong direction, but Suchko's trying to help out. Quick shout out to our videographers, Ryan Pastor and Connor McElhaney, who also showed off a very nice skip during the halftime program, coming back from what we believe to be one of the top snack bars in the entire WPIAL division.
Or Pittsburgh. It's possible Western Pennsylvania. Guys, how's the grub?
Not bad at all.
I had some tea. They were surprised that I got tea, but the tea is good, I can say.
Next time you're here at Confluence Financial Partners Stadium, get yourself a cup of tea.
So 37 minutes remaining in the game. These are 40-minute halves, and we've just started the second half. That ball looked like it went off the crossbar of the football goalpost. So superstructure causes a goal kick by Norwin, which has come out to center, and now a lot of fight through the midfield to determine who's going to settle and collect the ball.
Weiss has been playing great in the midfield. Both Weisses. A couple of really good heads-up plays the past couple of times.
Yeah, so just to recap, the first goal by Norwin was scored by Eden Ash, and that came off of a free kick and a header redirect. Second goal for Norwin was by Daniel Maddock, and that was kind of an unlucky play off the foot of a Peters player. Ball ended up in front of the net, and the only man he had to beat was the goalkeeper, and he did.
Sort of a soft penalty called against Peters, which is defended away, kicked out of bounds with the Norwin throw. Shocked that wasn't a penalty. It looked like somebody from behind, but play continues. Another Norwin throw in.
Yeah, I think what you're seeing there is you're seeing a lot of McGee making his presence felt on the field. Big body, strong kid. Hoy with a big boot out towards center. Big bounce off the turf.
Oh, jeez.
Here's another call. I think this one's going to go against Peters, and it's going to be a Norwin kick coming
Foul.
back out.
It looked like Milliken was underneath that play.
That was the call, right? A lot of touchy calls, I'm thinking.
Yeah, I'm biased, so of course I don't like a call against us, but
Yeah, player safety is important, but I don't know. I think anybody was in danger on that one. Nevertheless, Norwin with a big kick. Barry with a nice step. Gablehart.
Gablehart looking to connect with McGee. Ball turns over. Barry and Hoyer back. That ball is going into that world-famous concession stand and then directly off the reservation here at Confluence Financial Partners Stadium. Back on the field. Busiak to clean up the mess.
34 minutes remaining, and just not a lot of spark here for Peters.
Ooh.
Okay, Peters has got to play with some pace here.
They need a little fire in their belly. I can hear Lewis from up here asking for some energy, and his team needs it. We get a goal here soon. I think that'll revitalize the team.
If you were Norwin, you'd be in more of a defensive posture with a 2-goal lead, wouldn't you?
I would. Yeah, and I think Norwin's doing a pretty good job so far containing and creating opportunities off of that. Ball comes across field, gets behind Barry.
Bicycle
Jeez.
kick attempted by Norwin. So
Why
some
not?
fun viewing at home for you. And here comes a ball to the center that Biziak collects.
You don't see that often at the high school level or the pro level or the college level, but saw one here this evening.
Didn't really connect for a shot on goal, but it was fun to watch. And so here comes Norwin again. Going to be a Peters throw. Suchko will be taking it. And McGee pressing the advantage. McGee passes it in himself back to Suchko, and I like this. But Milliken really can't settle and get a shot off. It was close. Looked like we were going to get one there.
Came a little heavy off his foot, dropped straight down, and gets defended away and out of bounds. Looks like we were going to get a corner here.
Well, McGee is having a lot of success forcing those corners tonight. I think that's the third one that he's forced. So we have Mulaney coming up for the corner. We've got Hoy into the box.
Got a drop-in set piece this time. A little different look. Ball's a little deep. Finds a head. Scalise is there. It was off of Lewis again.
I don't know whether it's a play that they're running tonight, but Lewis head off of a corner is what we've seen 4 or 5 times already.
That was probably the best corner attempt I've seen from Peters. It seemed like that was a pretty wide open opportunity. Just couldn't convert. The wall Scalise is there once again to clean up an attempt.
Don't be surprised if our coaches come up with a little substitution to give a spark. I'm thinking back to the Cannon Mac game where our boys got up 2-0 early, allowed Cannon Mac to climb back into it 2-2. We had a player that got a red card, right? So we went down a man, and Cannon Mac quickly took advantage of that 4-2. But Peters boys never gave up. Quite a response. Down a man. Not only tied the game in regulation with a goal by Paris, but then Paris comes through for the golden goal in overtime to win 5-4. So down a man, second half, score 3 goals to win a game in overtime.
Yeah, that's spectacular. We're going to need a little bit of that magic here this evening. We've seen this from Peters before, though. It'll be interesting to see if Coach can activate the intensity that we know this team has. So far, having trouble tapping into it. Ooh.
Yeah, the other thing about that Cannon Mac game that was just so impressive to me was, this is the only team that's beaten you all year, right? You have to go into their place, which is, pretty hostile on some level, right? And you come out with a win under some pretty difficult circumstances. So let's see how Peters responds in the second half of this game.
So tonight, is it Cannon Mac playing St. Clair? If I'm not mistaken. A little hasty on the free kick. Brought back. It's like Milani's going to bring it out from about the 55. Dropping in. Nice ball. Scalise is there. Nobody to clean up. Norwin gains possession. It's run down by Barry. Slows down progress with a Norwin throw. Gablehart, too much. Trying to put the ball over top to find McGee.
Going to play it back to their keeper. And they do with the head, so he collects and keeps them out of trouble. Nice step by Lewis there. Can't find feet to a Peters player. Mulaney.
There's some knocking around going down right now, guys. Gablehart possessing, looking for a drop, couldn't find it. It's going to be a Peters throw. Looks like we're going to have some subs coming on. That looks like Barry's getting subbed off.
Barry's going off for, I believe, Jevin Kelly, and a realignment that brings Lewis back to the center marking back position and puts Kelly forward in the formation. And here comes Lewis to play that over to Suchko.
Nice ball over the top, can't find feet. Milani's everywhere. Takes the shot from deep, covered by Scalise.
To answer your question from just a minute ago, Shannon, yes, Cannon Mac and Upper St. Clair are playing tonight. And that game is at Upper St. Clair.
That'll be a tough matchup and a good game. Ball's cleaned up by Hoy. Finds Milliken. Plays the drop back to Hoy. Looking for McGee. Can't find him. Ball stays in. Back up to McGee.
Oh, what a nice pass by McGee to Milliken, but Milliken turns it over
Ah.
in the midfield. And I may be making some bad calls here. I'm not sure. There was a turnover in the midfield by Peters. I'm having a hard time seeing
Go through.
the players. So now Mulaney. Oh, nice step by Gablehart. You want a bunch of guys on him here.
Jeez. Well defended by
Norwin's going
Norwin.
to play it outside.
They
Sorry.
swarmed on Gablehart and triple coverage.
Here's Mulaney with a throw. Suchko now. Nothing doing. So we've got just under 25 minutes remaining in the game. We've got a Peters throw. Norwin is up 2-0.
Clock ticks down to 24:32. Unlucky.
Sub coming on for Norwin is number 16, Rick Zapponi.
Zappone's probably 6'1".
He's a
Buck
big
90.
kid. Coming off is Caden Luther, number 4, a senior. So now just under 24 minutes remaining, a Norwin throw. And we're going to get a redo. Nice step by Suchko. Or Suchko, rather. They're going to play it back to Scalise again. And Scalise has to waste that out of bounds.
I think he got lucky on that one. That
Yeah.
was a hair away from being fielded by McGee for an easy entrance to the goal. One more. Hoy collects deep in the backfield. He's looking for Gablehart up top. And turn it over. That was barely on sides.
They're going to give that to Peters.
Turns over.
Looked like a questionable call. And Peters is going to have a sub coming on here. I think Milliken is coming off in favor of Alex Parise.
Trying to find some of that Parise magic.
Number 52 in your program, number 1 in your heart. And Kelly has a little hard time with that ball from Mulaney. And there's Lewis.
Yeah, good physical play by Lewis.
Lewis is seemingly going to be your top player or one of your top players, no matter what position he's in, right?
Yeah.
It seems like he does a solid job about every ball he needs to play.
He does. He does. He's always he's a clinch player for sure.
Member of the Beeling Showcase team for a number of years. And here we go with a throw for Peters. This will be Mulaney.
Mulaney plays short. Unlucky.
Hoy, I think, is deciding what to do here. Maybe play it back to your keeper. Maybe not.
I think he wants to make him run, which is not a bad decision.
Okay, so he's got Weiss now, and Weiss has Mulaney. Mulaney to the center. Keeper's going to come out and play that with his head, taken out by his own player. Keeper contact with his own player results in that player staying down for a second.
Suchko coming with a head of steam.
And Gablehart now.
Oh, good tackle by Norwin. Strips the ball away, turns over. Looking for number 6 at the bottom of your screen. Mulaney
wastes it out of bounds off of the opponent.
After making him run.
So Mulaney with a throw. Weiss trying to play it. They're going to give that one to Norwin. Okay. That didn't look like the right call, but we're going to get a conference. Okay, we're going to get that back to Peters, which I think is correct. So, and here we go with Norwin. Winning control now. Mulaney doesn't want to play it back. He's going to waste it off of Norwin again. Mulaney with another throw. Weiss now. Weiss up to the middle. No one home. There's Lewis.
Weiss trying to play out to Mulaney.
So we're under 20 minutes now. We're halfway through the second half, and Peters just doesn't look that organized, I guess is what I would say. I'm not trying to be critical. It just doesn't seem like they're putting anything together here, Shannon.
Yeah, I think it's time for a little gadget play or a little shift in strategy, something to breathe a little bit of enthusiasm into the boys. We've coached these boys for so many years, and sometimes they get a little down on themselves, and sometimes trying something a little different out there on the field to get their confidence going again, and their enthusiasm is exactly what you need to do. Hoy with a great slide tackle to kick out and to ruin the strike. Norwin's a little slow to get up. Ooh, ball comes through. Mulaney's there. I'm sorry, that's Weiss is there to clean up. Peters goal kick.
Well, and to your point about the number of games that you and I have coached some of the boys on the field and the games that we've seen, Norwin's always been a scrappy opponent, no matter what age level you're talking about, no matter whether the game's home or away. You can tell, I mean, a lot of times we're watching games where someone like Roman Mulaney is beating the opponent on every play.
Yeah.
And tonight he's got his hands full with his opponent from Norwin. I'm not picking on him. That's just kind of true across the board of our boys who are often maybe head and shoulders above the opponent here in the South Hills. Tonight they've got to run for their money.
Yeah, they really do. And the score reflects it.
That time, a great play by Mulaney, just as I'm calling him out. Wonderful play.
Yeah, they're just having a hard time getting numbers through the midfield and collecting on a strike. It's ball comes up, finds Gablehart. Playing. Weiss tries to retain possession. Kicked away by Norwin. Milani's on it. Good service up top, a little too much though.
16 and a half minutes remaining in this game. Norwin 2, Peters nothing.
The Peters stands relatively silent. If ever we needed a student section to be here, tonight would be the night.
Nice play by Lewis. Whistle.
No, they wanted to sub.
Okay, Peters wants to sub. So Gablehart's coming off in favor of, I believe, Bysham. So Jacob Bysham coming on for Peters. Lewis with a nice step. Finds Suchko. But Norwin is really the team controlling the ball tonight in a lot of ways. Here's Weiss.
Weiss looking for Gablehart.
Okay.
Paris giving Scalise a little run.
$15 minutes remaining now. Here's Bysham. Finds Kelly. Oh, nice play by Norwin.
We got an injury.
I'm a little concerned that Weiss might be hurt. That's Parker Weiss. He's up. He's walking it off. Okay, great. That didn't look good.
No, it didn't look good. He ended up hitting the turf, and it looks like he twisted himself a little bit. He's grabbing his foot and ankle. But he bounces back up, is doing a system check, and it seems like he's ready to roll.
And they're actually giving this throw to Peters, or I guess they're calling that a foul against Norwin because they're giving a kick to Peters.
Good draw by Parker Weiss. Mulaney dropping in. Seeing a lot of white where that's going.
Ooh.
Connects.
Nice shot there.
Is that Kelly up there? No.
I think that may have been Paris. And Scalise finally had to make, I think it was probably his most difficult stop of the night. And he left a rebound wide of the net, so it's going to be a corner kick for Peters here.
Paris really laid him out. That boy really knows where to be. Corner service, gets through Scalise.
Yeah, another corner service by Mulaney. Weiss is going to take a throw here.
Looking for Kelly. Gets booted away and out of bounds.
Another throw by Parker Weiss. Here's Paris back to him.
Put it in.
Weiss wants to take a shot. Actually centers it. Tries to find McGee, who's not going to catch that one. Subs coming on for Norwin are Caden Luther and David Maddock.
Okay. Maybe an opportunity for Peters to capitalize on a sub.
Alex Brown and Noah Carson coming off for Norwin. They're going to take a break. Carson looks like he's stretching out what could have been a cramp or something. Peters looking to get a shot off here.
McGee breaks through, finds some red, finds Parise.
Nice centering ball by by Nick McGee. Parise gets another shot off, but doesn't make its way through to the net.
Ball comes loose. Looks like it's going to make it out for a Peters throw.
Kind of a half of a whippeal shield there by Roman Mulaney. And now he'll take a throw to Kelly. Kelly tried to redirect there.
Ball is
He's got a big bounce to deal with here, but he does.
Nice
Sends
chip
it
off his
up.
heel. Good clearing
A
ball.
little too far for Jake Bysham. Number 8 is coming on for Norwin. This is Andrew Wade. And Austin Vistas is going to take a break. Unbelievable call against Peters there, where basically the Norwin player did a high kick and fell on the ground, and the call went against Peters. 11 minutes, 30 seconds remaining in the game. Really not a lot to cheer for Peters tonight. Norwin with a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, the bench is quiet over on the Peters side of things. There's a division between the kids and the coaches. There's, I don't know. We got some frustrated Peters players and coaches all over the place tonight. Trying to get something to work.
Okay, call against Norwin there.
Draw the foul. Ball's coming in.
Everybody coming up now except for Suchko, who's going to have his wheels in the back, and Mulaney to serve here.
Oh, nice ball in. Oh, be right. Oh, man. Scalise was there after the ball ping-ponged back and forth off white, then red. Scalise stretched out at the last minute, is able to block.
Peters has had a couple opportunities in the second half, haven't they? But
they have. It's Norwin has had a beautifully tended game.
10 minutes and 2 seconds to go now, and a stoppage of the clock. I think it may have been the Peters sideline that received a warning or a yellow card or something.
I didn't see a card come out, though. Did you guys? All right.
Okay, so there's a Norwin player that's received a yellow card apparently and is coming off.
A little bit of confusion and communication trouble.
Okay, they're stopping the clock again. And the refs are conferring here. There was a Norwin player that was sent off, Shannon. And I didn't get his number, nor do I.
Of course. This is every time this guy comes here. You know? Every single time he comes here, he corrects the clock. Such a jackass.
Looks like a little guidance given to the Norwin sidelines as to what caused some issue here.
There apparently was a yellow card distributed to someone. I think it was a Norwin player, because there was a Norwin player that ran off. Peter's coach, Bobby Dyer, has requested some information here about what just transpired, and he's getting an explanation from the ref. That's Peter's head coach, Bobby Dyer. Head coach for Norwin, who we haven't mentioned to this point, is Scott Schukert. And Norwin, Scott is also having a conference with the ref right now. So,
well, we want to make sure everybody's comfortable with what these refs decided to do. And play resumes with 10:02 in the second half. Ooh. Ball well defended, out of the backfield by Lewis.
I'd like to say there's still a lot of time left, Shannon, and there is. There's 9.5 minutes remaining and plenty of time for Peters to score a couple of goals, but it just doesn't feel like they've got the momentum.
No, it doesn't.
Weiss with the throw. Bysham cleans it up. Can't turn it. Here comes Mulaney.
Good step. Takes the trying to find feet.
Suchko now.
Finds Kelly looking for Parise. All the way back to Hoy. Back up looking for Parise. It's going to go through.
8:45 remaining.
Peters is looking to sub here, I think.
Lewis still working hard. That's awesome to see. A lot of the boys from both squads are playing really hard tonight. You can tell.
Hoy cleans up after a near Norwin jailbreak.
Nice head by Bysham. That's out off of Norwin despite a good play. Okay, so Peters is bringing on a sub. I think it's Blake Gablehart coming on for Jake Bysham. And, of course, Peters has to hold the throw now while the clock ticks. But Weiss now with the throw.
Headed away by Norwin. Finds Lewis.
I think there may have been a little change of position here.
Unlucky.
Even on the Peters side right now, in game.
Ooh, boy. Heavy contact between Weiss and number 40 of Norwin.
Unlucky. Okay.
Yeah,
It's going to be a throw for
miscommunication.
Peters very deep in their own zone. Just under 7 minutes remaining. Norwin 2, Peters nothing. There's Weiss. Not sure the call there. I'm assuming that's going to be a Norwin throw. Yes, it will be.
Oh, boy. Come on, PT.
Nice play by Lewis. And clears it. Okay. Biziak's going to have to play that ball and does.
Snatched away.
He's got numbers now, and he plays it out to Mulaney
All right.
in the flat.
Now we're coming out with some numbers. Looking up top. Finds Milliken. Or Peters' corner.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure if it was Jevin Kelly that forced the corner or who it was, but at any rate, we've got Mulaney now on a corner kick with just over 5.5 minutes.
Ball into the crash set. Finds a head.
Oh! May have been Hoy that time. I'm not sure. It was just left of the goal. Someone other than Lewis got ahead on a corner kick in tonight's game. And Scalise is going to take his time here, I assume.
Yeah, really well-played game by Scalise. Oh, man, some speed up top. The good strike. Goes wide of the goal.
We're under 5 minutes now. Mulaney with a cruise missile out toward midfield. And here's Suchko with a throw. Back to him. A little give and go with McGee, I think. McGee plays it off a Norwin player and another Suchko throw.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dangerous kick called. Norwin is not excited about that call.
4 minutes remaining in the game and a free kick for Peters out near midfield. Peters really in an offensive set now.
McGee trying to make something of it. Ball comes out.
I tell you what, McGee hasn't scored tonight, but he's been very inspired down there near his own goal.
Yeah, he has been trying to come across. Another opportunity right in front of the goal. It's fielded away by Norwin.
Okay. Unlucky. Someone tried a slide tackle there and ended up taking out one of the Norwin players. So it is going to be a Norwin free kick here with just over 3 minutes remaining in the game.
It's like we have a... No, I thought we had an injury out there. Looked like Kelly, but he shakes it off and stays in.
We've got some Peters fans exiting early here, so not a lot of faith in the team tonight to come back with only a couple of minutes remaining. 2.5 minutes, down 2 goals.
Yeah, there was just a lack of energy on the field today, at least to match with what Norwin came with. And, you know, this is the type of experience the team needs to get better sometimes. It'll make for some interesting preparation between now and Thursday night versus Mount Lebanon.
There's a sub coming on for Peters. I think Kelly's coming off and Sandrowski is coming on, if I'm not mistaken. Under 2 minutes to play now. Milliken wins that ball with a couple of headers. And now McGee with a ball through to Sandrowski, who's on his horse.
No, plays through. A good effort by Sandrowski.
Deep throw for Norwin here.
He was in no hurry to get going.
No. 1 minute, 30 seconds.
Ball all the way back to Hoy, who heads it in. Looking for
Lewis.
McGee.
Here's Weiss. Lewis trying to keep it alive and does. 1 minute remaining. Gablehart, Lewis.
Scalise.
Surprised there's no call on that one,
Take
Shannon.
a hit. Take a hit. Oh, man, a great tackle by Norwin midfielder and some beautiful movement to get turned over to the feet of Lewis.
35 seconds.
He's looking to pull the trigger. Stripped.
Just tried to dribble through too many guys there, I think.
All the way up top, and Norwin connects. Looking to come back across. Milani's there. Hard hit. Over top.
9, 8,
Oh, dear.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That does it for tonight's game. Peters 0, Norwin 2. Thanks, Shannon.
Yeah, thanks, Matt. Good night, everybody.